Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about new rules for working hours for international students in Canada. Today, Minister Mark Miller addressed critical updates on off-campus working regulations for international students in Canada during a media briefing at the foyer of the House of Commons. The minister unveiled plans to increase allowable off-campus work hours from 20 to 24 hours per week starting September 2024, reflecting the government's commitment to meeting international student needs while responding to labor market dynamics. If you are interested in this topic, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Today, Minister Mark Miller held a media availability addressing new rules governing off-campus working hours for international students in Canada. The minister held a media scrum at 1 p.m. EDT, Toronto time, at the foyer of the House of Commons of Canada. Minister Miller announces increasing off-campus working hours for international students while classes in session from 20 to 24 hours beginning in September 2024. The work hours limit will be reduced to 20 hours per week until September, when the government can make a permanent amendment to make it 24 hours. There are no restrictions on the number of hours that overseas students can work during the summer and winter breaks.
Here to discuss the changes to off-campus work hours for international students coming into effect in the coming months and highlight how we're working with our partners, including provinces and territories and learning institutions, to improve the integrity of the international student program and put in place rules to make sure that students are properly supported and successful here in Canada. In October of 2022, we waived the 20-hour per week limit for off-campus work for international students. At the time, we were recovering from the pandemic. Employers couldn't find workers for positions, and many students were struggling with rising costs. Lifting this threshold was important to help local economies and small businesses, as well as international students alike. In December, I announced the extension of that policy, allowing for unlimited off-campus working hours for international students. At the time, I didn't want to make the changes in the middle of the study year and put some students in difficult financial positions. However, the policy expires today, and it won't be renewed, as it was a successful measure in helping our economy recovery from the pandemic and is therefore no longer necessary. The changes I'm about to announce won't affect most students who are just at the end of their academic year now and planning to work through the summer, because students are already allowed to work unlimited hours during the school breaks under certain conditions stated in their study permits. At the same time, it's been shown by research, and we know that increasing working hours while studying at post-secondary institutions can lead to declining academic performance and increase the risk that students will drop out of their programs. We need to support international students and make sure they're set up for success and that they're here properly studying. Looking at best practices and policies in other like-minded countries, most of them limit the number of working hours for international students. Canada's rules need to be aligned, or we will find our programs attracting more and more applicants whose primary intent is to work and not study. We also want to follow the research and continue to improve the integrity of the entire international student program. To be clear, the purpose of the international student program is to study and not to work. So with these considerations in mind, we intend to make permanent changes to allow up to 24 hours of off-campus work for international students, with a goal of having that in place for the fall. As most shifts are 8 hours long, the new 24-hour rule means that students can work up to 3 shifts a week.
The existing temporary full-time work policy will not be extended after April 30, 2024. Here is the minister's response on why 24 hours per week instead of 30 hours will come into effect in the fall of 2024. Working hours for international students in Canada. This media availability by Minister Miller is coming at the time when the full-time working hours temporary policy is set to expire on April 30th. So it is clear that the event aims to clarify the government's stance on whether the temporary policy allowing some international students to work off-campus for more than 20 hours per week will be extended or not. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. This temporary policy was introduced because of the COVID pandemic to ensure that businesses in Canada are able to fill in the labor shortage and international students can earn more to make ends meet. A limited cohort of international students were permitted to work full-time until April 30th to view the requirements for full-time employment, as we posted on April 18th. It is unlikely that this policy regarding full-time working hours will be extended further after April 30th. However, IRCC did mention that they are considering future options, such as increasing students' off-campus employment hours to 30 hours per week. So on a positive note, we can expect that the Immigration Minister will announce the development of a 30-hour per week work policy. Generally, international students in Canada can work 20 hours per week while class is in session. It has been long anticipated that Canada may increase these working hours for international students in Canada to 30 hours per week. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Minister Miller's announcement marks a pivotal shift in policy that will impact thousands of international students in Canada. Stay tuned for more updates on this evolving issue that affects student experiences and livelihoods across the country. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.